Hey, what's going on, friends? My podcast every day is broken up into two parts on the free platform. The first part, Act 1, is right now. When it's all done, go right on over to Act 2 to get the second half of the podcast. Thank you so much for checking out my show. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports Studio. Thank you so much to Impact Power Sports. You can find them at impactpowersportsmi.com. A great place to pick up a Yamaha golf cart, brand new, custom made to your exact specs, painted, tricked out, or maybe just you like it the way it is when you buy it. Also a ATV, UTV, motorcycle, e-bike, they have it all. Scooters, go-karts. At Impact Power Sports in Rockford, Michigan. Find them online at impactpowersportsmi.com. I have in front of me my book, The Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx. Book club has begun. If you're committed to book club, why can't I say that? If you're committed to book club, someone picks the book. In this case, our first book club book suggester, I guess, for the Big Fraud Book Club. Maureen suggested The Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx. I ordered it. Cost about $16.50 on paperback. It showed up Sunday. I started reading it. And I see the question from Megan. She says, I do need to know these things. When is book club? And how many pages are we reading before the first meeting? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is not exactly, this is, I think, a fairly quick read, but I'm not entirely sure. Do you want to be sure that we're able to process this at a normal rate? We go for 1/4 of the book until we do our first podcast where we discuss this book. What do you guys think? I'll kind of leave it to you. Do you think, because this week, I think we read this week, and then we, the first time that we meet, I can't do it next week because I'll be gone all next week. And then, so I'm thinking like the week after. I don't necessarily have a date. I'm just throwing it out there. These are the variables that are in play, determining how much we read, determining when we are going to meet. There are, I think, 14 of you in book club. If you want to be in on book club, you can still get in it. Nick in Houston, Stevie, the Twat, Chris K, Becca, that's Becca Shea, Megan, Maureen, Amy, Mike Q, Nick and GR, Tophus, Mallory, Adam James. By the way, I have got to get, I'm sending myself the audio/video of our pal, Nick in Grand Rapids. He was thrown into the fire, and I think my man responded amazingly as the PA announcer for Saturday's victory, conference championship game for Michigan FC. Our pal Chris D sent this footage off to me. So I'm going to include it here on the show a little bit later on of our pal. I don't have it prepared right now, so I don't want to get bogged down with it. So maybe I'll have it on the Patreon or for tomorrow's show or something like that, because we got a lot of stuff to get to today. A lot of stuff. Nick in GR writes, damn ads. Okay. Yeah. Just link up your Amazon Prime if you have that. I don't know if you're aware of that. Or you can spend a few bucks and you can get rid of the ads. Either way, Amazon's going to get theirs. If you are actually subscribed by either linking up your Amazon Prime or paying for it, then you're good to go. Murder Lover Linda says you may have to change your name to Announcer Nick. It could be Announcer Nick. It could be Black Belt Nick. Nick is like a 15th degree black belt in all of the martial arts, all of them. Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai. What's the Brazilian one? Karate, Aikido, Kung Fu, kickboxing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Damn it. All right, but as I said, we got a lot to get to. So the book is underway. Start reading the thing right now. Book Club. I feel like I'm having a stroke. I said Book Club. Nick, I was just saying while you were away getting your ads. Subscribe with your Amazon Prime if you have that. Or just pay a couple bucks and subscribe that way each month, unless you're like poor. I want to get right into the title of my show about EZ offers a truce to the segment 18 losers. Look, I'll just tell you this. From my perspective, from my end, this is how it unfolded because I ended up making it a full-on troll weekend. And it was my most successful week trolling that I have ever had. Ever. It was so successful, in fact, well, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I am now the admin for the segment 18 page. I talked with my pal Will over there, the admin. I go, hey, so are you hating this thing? He goes, yeah, I wish I'd never done it. I go, well, okay, why don't you just give me the control of the segment 18 page, and then I'll fire off some bombs, and we'll see how they respond. He goes, all right, fine. So he made me the admin, and it is now my page, and that is good news. I'll say this. None of them have quit. They're like here to fight, and I'll give them that. So the first thing that I did was I posted this ridiculous piece of video that illustrates how Freebeer was behaving during the big show when he was breaking the news to the crew about him and Kayla being the America's favorite couple. And by the way, I shared this on Who Are These Podcasts this week, and Carl was all about this. And one of the things he noted was, he goes, my God, this guy Freebeer is married to a dude. And I said, well, that's very harsh, Carl. I don't know about that. I mean, she looks lovely to me. This was the video that got everybody wound up, and I dropped it on segment 18. And Will, in relinquishing the control of the page, said, yeah, go for it. And this is a clip to illustrate the Greg could not help himself, as we talked about on Who Are These Freebeers, as he instructed Steve off of the air to introduce the concept of America's favorite couple. Greg acts sheepish about it at first, but then, lo and behold, a few minutes after that is diving full on in with the selfless promotion of him and his husband winning America's favorite couple. And I'm going to play the 17-minute clip for you right here.
Look at that.
I didn't bring this up because I didn't want any pressure.
Why didn't you tell us about this?
Oh, I don't know. It felt weird to say, vote for me.
America's...
You can vote once a day.
Should we post this on social media?
Sure,
so we
why not? It's not stuffing the ballot box if people are voting with their hearts.
Look at that.
So now he goes from, I didn't want to say vote for me, to actually stumping. Full on stumping for votes. Well, I'm like, well, this is fantastic. I need to encapsulate this in a nice 17-second video. So I cleaned it up. I posted it there. And oh my God, these people went bonkers. At first, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just posted it on my page. And, hardly anybody follows me on Facebook. Hell, hardly anybody follows me anywhere. And then I was like, let's see if I can get any traction on this. And as my first duty as admin of segment 18 was, I put it up there. Let's see where this takes us. This is a good soft landing with a new sheriff in town. So I threw it out there, and then I watched the turmoil begin. Immediately, that's 21,000 plus people. There's more people on the Segment 18 fan page than there is on my page. All right? I've been stuck at the same number for 10 years. I have gained 0 new audience members in 10 years. It's true. So all right, let's see what this does. And then lo and behold, it just took off. And all of these people immediately are incensed. They're furious with me. They can't, they're spitting mad. They're so wound up. And it just, one after the other, I had one guy referred to, he wrote, what was it? Fuck him. He's a junkie. Him and his dumb slut daughter. I was like, holy shit. So I wrote, which daughter? I have 2. I might have to have a word with one of them if one of them is a dumb slut. So I don't let any of that bother me, There is nothing that these people can say or do that is going to get under my skin. As I've said before, not only am I the greatest at doing what I'm doing right now, I am the greatest at being humble and the greatest at having humility. I am the greatest at rolling with it. There is nothing you can say or do that will bother me. You can even say that one of my daughters is a dumb slut. They might agree with you. I don't know. I haven't cornered them. Hey, ladies, Jack, Maddie, are either of you a dumb slut? Because this guy thinks you are. Becca says, oh, hell no. You don't come after kids. Whatever. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Hang on. I got to finish this coffee. So despite the fact that I made some outstanding points with that short 17-second video, none of them bought it. They were all like, they're enraged. They're ready to fucking fight. So that kicked off Trollapalooza Summer 2025. The rest of the weekend comes and goes, and then on their page, this fan page, it's post after post about me. And I say as a comment, there are some people who have their wits about them, and they say something like, this is what he wants. He's voiced this many times, that this is his goal when he does this. If you would ignore him, he wouldn't do it. And I usually, this is rare that I have made a post that actually gets posted. Typically, I have to respond when my name comes up. Whatever. For whatever reason, they start beating me up over something. Then I see it. I join the fight, and then they all call me a fucking idiot. Whatever. I don't care. But this is one of the few times I've actually ever posted. So it's a little bit different. But who cares? Where was I going with that? I had a point, and then I lost it. But nobody, when they see it, they don't pay attention to my points. But the few people that say, hey, he's said that he does this, and he acknowledges, and I've admitted freely that I don't know why these people do this. They cannot help it. Had everybody just ignored what was a great video, which it's too good to ignore, though. I understand it. I mean, that 17-second video that I posted got more traction than anything that show has done in years. If you were to look on that page to anything anyone posts about, they don't ever post about anything on the actual show. Like, hey, that was a great moment. And can you believe so-and-so said this? It's never that because there aren't any of those moments. It's all ho-hum, run-of-the-mill. I mean, you've all heard it. You know how shitty it is. But my video, boom, the amount of attention that goddamn thing got. Thousands of comments. Very few positive. And I'm like, this is it. This is the secret sauce. And they fall for it every fucking time. Every fucking time. And in the comments, I'm actually writing that. I go, you people are dumb. You are dumb people. My God. So the whole weekend, I mean, I've got people, I'm at the races with Ben Glaze. Ben Glaze and myself and Pooh Bear are at the races. And Ben Glaze and I are taking pictures of people's feet and sending them to each other. Not even kidding, by the way. There was a kid that was standing next to me. Like this little kid. I took a snap of some little kid's feet and sent it to Ben. He's all grossed out. This is some kid's feet. There was some lady that looked like she weighed 450 pounds. And I took a picture of her tootsies. It looked like they were packed full. They looked like sausages. I go, Ben, you got to see these feet. He's zooming in his camera, more feet pics. Oh, it was great. Badger says, I bet you get more fans. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, you know. I get great joy out of riling up that base of fans. It is easy. It is easy to do. There were some people that were rational, and I actually speak with them rationally. I got one particular message on Messenger, and a lot of the times I don't have context to these, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. Kim, this nice lady, wrote, well, that was uncalled for. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, what did I do? But I guess she was referring to something someone else said. Now, this is on Messenger, so it's not like attached to a post. And she writes, I remember our war years ago, and I'm still ashamed of it. I posted to help make you less of a villain. I hope all is well. So I read that, and I was like, okay, so this is somebody I was fighting with, and now I'm not. We have fixed it, I guess. And I wrote, oh, hi. I'm afraid I'm not familiar. I have a very short memory when it comes to stuff like this. Nevertheless, thank you for assisting me. She writes, you called me a fat bitch. You looked at my Facebook, and then you saw I wasn't. I called you a silver taint, LOL. We kissed and made up. You saw Steve at the prescription line at CVS and said lame. You did a whole podcast on me. Now I have no memory of this. And I wrote, I did? Holy fuck. So then we had a whole conversation. I thought, great. Not all of them were like that, though. I'm going to share two of the ones of the people that I engaged with who had a problem with me. This person is known as Anonymous Participant 608. This person wrote, back when EZ was on the show brought up the portrait of a disfigured little boy sitting with his dad. The little boy has the same condition as my daughter, who was then a toddler. Zane said on the air that even the dad could not love a kid who looked like that. It crushed me. Hearing what my daughter had in store for her from strangers. Now look, I want to jump in here real quick. Anybody who took the words that I said as gospel on that show is a fucking fool. All right? That's a horrible comment, and by design. I stand by it. That's a horrible, awkward, awfully great, amazing, pot-stirring thing to say. It was my job to do that, and Greg's to clean up the mess. I would make the mess, and I'd go, clean it up! That's what I was supposed to do. So because this crazy bitch is freaking out over that still, is, like I said before, once it leaves my mouth, it is not my problem. It's your problem. You deal with it. But this moron says it crushed me, hearing what my daughter had in store for her from strangers. I emailed the show and asked Zane to remove the link to the photo of the child, reminding him that such children were miracles to their parents. This is a perfect example, ladies and gentlemen, of somebody who would laugh at all the other horrible jokes that I would make. And then the second that I say something that hits close to home, then it's a problem. Fuck you. All right, asshole? Easy responded. He called me an idiot who needed to get laid. That's true. So he may have a charitable streak, but he is undeniably an asshole. And then this person says, and my daughter is gorgeous. I don't know what the fuck. It's cut off. I don't have it in front of me. This is a screenshot. So then I wrote, I am so uncomfortable right now. And then this idiot wrote, I've been carrying this grudge around for 15 years. And I wrote, get over it. I did my job. I stand by the joke. It's true. I do. I stand by all my jokes. Because they're jokes, you fucking idiot. Do you think I'd really walk around and actually feel that way and say that? You stupid asshole. My God. No, I'm not sorry, you stupid twat. Jesus, fuck. This one is spectacular, too. Amanda Wyman writes, I've met everyone except Kelly and Hot Wings just walking around Grand Rapids. Each one of them went out of their way, even during plans with the family, to have a conversation with me, even without me prompting one. Incredibly humble humans. Zane seems scary. I hope he's doing okay because I'm concerned. And I'm like, okay, so I then wrote, have we met? Because she's talking about how she met all these other people. And, well, she hasn't met me. At least I don't recall ever meeting this chick. And then she wrote, I knew you'd show up. And I'm like, uh-oh. I also know that no one of FBHW would take a photo of me and share it at a poor attempt at degrading me. What respectable human calls out a woman for her body type? Now, as you all know, that is definitely part of the EZ playbook. But the bottom line is, I don't just go up to randos who have done nothing and let them have it for being disgusting. The only person who's going to get one between the eyes is the person who comes at me. So I was like, all right. I saw that and I wrote, whoa, let's back up. what happened that made me do that. I certainly would have let you have it if you hadn't attacked me. I do not recall, but this sure as hell sounds like something I would do. What did you do to me? Also, after quickly scanning through your photos, I don't really see anything that's worth making fun of. You look fantastic, frankly. So now that's the old EZ charm school. She doesn't fall for it. You know, a lot of times I take great pride in taking these people who are aggressive and then talking them down from the ledge until they want to blow me. It happens a lot. I'm fucking not kidding you. You would be surprised. I leave so many Segment 18 audience members hot and bothered. I have had men and women offer to lick my asshole after just talking with them after they have attacked me. So I think I'm going to get this chick to admit to wanting to lick my asshole. So that was the first attempt. I tried it twice. Fucking failed. She wrote, well, because I want to know what she did. What did she do that made me take a picture of her porky leg and show it? Which it really wasn't that porky. I mean, maybe a little. No big deal, though. I still think she's cute. But I had nothing because she's cute. She wrote, you had posted a photo that you were doing for charity. Probably it was the food drive or something like that. And she said, imagine doing charity and not posting it to the public. So there you go. That's what she did. And that's all it took. I wrote, sure, that's not my best moment, but not close to my worst. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit about that. It was to me. I don't give a shit what's your best and your worst. If you come onto my page and insult me, you're going to get it. Equally, I'll attack a dude, a chick, a kid. It doesn't fucking matter. If you show up and attack me, you're done. You dumb bitch. You screenshot a photo of me and made fun of the size of my thigh and called me piggy. Troll all you want, but I really don't think grown men should be commenting on body type. Hopefully, you refrain from that in the future. So I wrote, well, okay, well, you see, you totally deserve that. That's called tit for tat. You don't think you deserved that, but you did. You marched over to my page and blasted away. Sorry, miss, you get what you get. But in all seriousness, you are lovely. So now I'm hoping that she says, yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. How about I lick your asshole? That's what I'm hoping for. And then while the ovaries are popping, I'm out. Happens all the time to Easy. She said, well, you never hurt my feelings. In fact, the photo you posted, I looked great. It is in poor taste to call women fat, though. And because of that, I have no respect for you, which is a bummer because 101.3 is my favorite channel. Whatever. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's in poor taste. If it's in poor taste to call women fat, it is equally in poor taste to come to my page and try to attack me over doing charity and posting about it. If I want to post about it, what's the big deal? You have the impression that I'm doing it to self-promote. How about more like I'm thinking that, hey, look what we're doing together. Thanks for your support and help making it happen. Maybe someone else will see it and want to do other good things. The fact of the matter is you picked a fight, you crazy bitch, and you get exactly what you deserve. And then I wrote, look, lady, this is all your fault. You know it's serious if you're getting a look, lady. Look, lady, this was all your fault. You insulted me, not the other way around. I was minding my own business and you attacked me. Fights aren't supposed to be fair. You picked one, and that's how I responded. I would never have thought to insult you had you not done so in the first place. I think I'm making great points here. I've explained this to you twice now in our short discussion, but it appears it isn't getting through, which tells me that that is the reason why you are alone in all of your pictures. So there you go. Now that's the double down. And she is. If you were to go through her pictures, she's solo. No one will touch this woman with a 10-foot pole. Obviously, she's a fucking psycho. And I stand by that. Okay? And that's why you can learn so much when you go through a person's pics. I mean, you got to be careful what you put up there. Like, if you were to go to my pics, you'd be like, holy shit. Handsome, sweet, kind, caring. I got nothing on easy. You have to actually post good shit on there. If you post ugly, fat shit, or with you, not with a dude or a chick, you're a fucking loser. Everybody's going to see that shit at some point. So you better not pick fights with people who love to pick fights or respond to people who pick fights, like me. Tyler says, if you were actually a bad person, I don't think the Queen of the Forest would have stuck with you. Not something all the current FBHW staff can say. That's exactly right. The morons on here think that the shit that they get when I'm beating their fucking face and rubbing their nose and shit repeatedly, these people think that that's like how I live and breathe. They think that when I turn off the microphone, I go around into the house and stomp around like an asshole. Are you fucking kidding? I am married to an Irish redhead. This is the only place that I can mouth off. You know what I do when I get done with this show? I turn off the mic and go, how can I help today? Is there anything I can do to make your life easier? What would you like me to make you for dinner? Can I take you for a walk? Would you like to do something together? No, I kiss ass. I live like a happy individual. These are stupid people. These are brain damaged people who think that what I do online and what I do here is like how I live my day-to-day life. Anyway, I said that this dumb bitch is, this is why you're single, lady. She wrote, stand-up guy right there. Thank you for proving my point. And I wrote, likewise, right back at you. You're a pompous ass. And then she again, my statement still stands. I listen to 101.3 and have genuine concern. Ooh. You do? I don't think you do, lady. I don't think that's genuine concern. I hope you're doing okay. This sort of behavior seems like it would take a toll on a family. Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know if the crew is going to be able to survive this. So I wrote, oh, please, get over yourself. Amanda Wyman. My God. That is just a snapshot of the people that I have had to talk to, and it's been great. I've been so happy with this campaign. It has led to so many amazing interactions. And, yeah, that's it. That's what I have been up to. I actually had to put the phone down on Friday night, Saturday night, and last night. It's like, all right, no more. Stop it. You've done enough. And I'm like, God, I'm getting tired of having to explain to these people, like, what's up? And like I said, I don't engage all of them, but I do engage some of them if they're reasonably, I don't think I got through to one of them. I think that they're all brainwashed derelicts. Now, the point of all this is trying to get more and more people to just sample what I'm doing here to maybe get just a taste of how it is when you're not like listening to a bunch of brainwashed morons do what they think is a top-notch morning show, which it is not. Megan is here. She says, your family seems pretty okay. Weird. Alan says you let your brother-in-law smear shit all over the walls. He might be in the other room. I better decrease my volume. Concerning me talking about doing a charitable effort, Jeremy says Free Beer and Hot Wings live streams their break-ins for free online, then they post them all online, not to mention all the promoting they do for weeks ahead of time, but it's only bad when EZ does it. Precisely. Thank you, Jeremy. All right, so that's what that is what happened. Tophus was there. He says the best thing that happened to the Segment 18 page was letting you post more. Look at all the activity on there now. So typically someone will go on there and they'll post like memes, and then there'll be like 5 people to like it. It's that type of silliness. No engagement whatsoever. But you get me on there, and now we're talking. I think I'm going to head over there right now and see what the heck is happening, just to give you a taste of what all of this did for that page. All right, here you go. Let's go in the order that they were published. If you go back to when I posted that video, here you have it. This is my video on July 12th. 144 comments. Somebody posts a dumb meme. 0 likes. Somebody posts another dumb meme, 9 likes. Dumb meme, dumb t-shirt, 5 comments. News story. Meme. This guy posts an AI picture of me supposedly milking. I guess the cow's supposed to be Free Beer and Hot Wings. 192 comments, 269 likes. Most bad towards me. Then we bounce over to this one. Let's settle it. Eric Zane claims he's slowly turning this audience against Free Beer and Hot Wings. Be honest. Where do you stand? 1,256 votes, 39 comments. This one, Zane's right. He's winning me over. It got like 40 votes. You know what? I think that's good. I think that's very good. This one. Y'all are feeding into Zane and only going to make it worse. He's never going to stop. He's always going to be like this because he's messed up and can't take responsibility for his actions. Oh, I love that one. Maybe if we ignore him, he will disappear. I corrected the typos. 83 comments, 37 likes. This one. Also about me. 75 comments, 90 likes. I am the only thing worth talking about on that page. This one. 1 like. That is why I am taking over that page. You're welcome. Cole says, that's not a cow, it's a bull. Oh, I get it. By the way, I think I had a dog in here. Where'd you go, big guy? It was a very, very event-filled weekend. Thank you to everybody involved. I'm going to take a quick break. I've got plenty more where that came from. We got a lot to talk about, including updating the Fatathon. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for being here on the podcast. All right, welcome back. go with Big Fraud Book Club, and I feel like I have to say it like that. Big Fraud Book Club. The way I'm wired, I don't have the ability to say that and make it sound smooth. I can say BFBC, but if you were to ask me to say Big Fraud Book Club like 5 times fast, I think I would fuck it up 9 out of 10. I think I'm having a stroke. I can't talk today. When it comes to this book, right away something stands out to me. This is The Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx, a year in the life of a shattered rock star. There's a portion where it says key players in these torrid tales, otherwise known as partners in crime. There's a person named Tom somebody. I can't read it because it's written in weird font. Tom Z. Tom Z said, quote, Nikki told her he wasn't scared of a little bit of blood and proceeded to have intercourse with her right there. So like, what the fuck is going on there? That is Elektra Records A&R man, Tom Z, who signed Motley Crue to the label and suffered the indignity of watching Nikki have sex with his girlfriend 3 minutes after he formally introduced them. Now, I need to know about that. I mean, I need all the details there as to how that went down. Yeah, hey, welcome to welcome to Elektra Records. I'm Tom. This is my girlfriend, Beth. And 3 minutes later, they're having sex. Adam says that is Tom Zutaut. So the way it's written here, you can see the font and these partners in crime. It's kind of like extreme script, similar to like the font at the beginning. And I wish you didn't do it. It's stupid. It's written also, the format is like this. See how it's a quick read? And all the way the pages lay out like that, Chris says it messes with me when and I agree with you. There are times I can't see it. You see all this shit in here, all these fucking photographs and imagery. I will say this: Nikki Sixx references his band 6 a.m. And he's talking about the success of the band 6 a.m. I was on rock radio at the time, and I don't remember any of that so-called success. I don't think anybody listened to 6 a.m. If you want in on book club, just tell me. There's no, like, fee. Just say, easy, I'm in on book club. And then get this book, The Heroin Diaries. This is our first book that we are reading in book club. And then we will discuss it once a week. It should take 4 weeks or less to get through this. Like I indicated to you earlier, this week we read. We would do a show next week, but I'm gone all next week. I will have shows available for you to download on the free platform and the Patreon platform. David says that band sucked. I've never really been a big fan of Motley Crue, but I do like stories. And I know that this guy went to hell and back with heroin. I mean, and just about everything else. That shit's interesting. I'll read any junkie's book. So I think you're looking past the artist's performance, more on what they went through. That's all you need for context here. That guy, millionaire many times over, top of the world, and all he can do is horrible drugs and nearly kill himself. Megan says, is heroin the kind you use a needle with? I know that is one way. I guess I don't know the other ways. I'm not too versed on how to get heroin into your system. Jeremy says Slash's autobiography was pretty good too. Murder Lover Linda adds Nikki is the king of bad decisions. Now, after we finish this book, we will draw another name out, and that person then chooses a book for book club. There are no rules. It can be from any author. It can be fiction. It can be nonfiction. It can be historical fiction. It can be autobiographical, whatever you want. And then we all read it, and then we talk. Doesn't that sound good? If you want in on book club, we're looking for member number 15 on book club. Piano Finger Banger suggests the book The Art of the Deal. I think that's Trump. That's like a terrific book, as I understand it. All right, so all this week shows I'm going to work all the way up till Friday. And then I'm leaving Friday afternoon to go to Fear Bunker North. And I already have scheduled something to listen to while I'm away on Patreon. I've got May 2010 that is already to be published. Not to mention, on the free platform, like Monday the 21st, I'll be publishing the first 3 episodes back to back to back in one release of Who Are These Zanes? Ben Glaze and myself reviewing old easy material and about 90 minutes worth of Who Are These Zanes for Monday, Tuesday. I'm not sure. I'm going to put all stuff out Monday through Friday. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to curate. And these are all bits of content from my Patreon that I'm making available for the free platform. Patreon has been kicking ass lately. My God. People are coming out of the woodwork and supporting. Thank you so much. If you want extra content, you can head over to patreon.com/Eric Zane and sign up. Tophus says brown sweater. I don't know. Maybe. Those are full shows from back in 2010 in the order that they happen. I've been releasing those on my Patreon. Like beginning to end of the show, 3.5 hours of show, all there. Becca Shea says, I would skip the Trump book. Yeah, I wouldn't. I think it's important that we have a broad bit of knowledge. I think Trump is an interesting dude, without question. I wouldn't want to know him. And obviously, I take it back. I would want to know him, but I would never. I mean, Jesus Christ. I cannot get behind anything that Trump is doing as a commander-in-chief, with the exception of the military. I love what he's done to the military. I like our military strong as hell. Ryan says, The Art of the Deal, the most beautiful book perhaps ever written. One of the best books ever written. They're saying perhaps even better than the Bible when you think about it. I'm just looking for interesting stories on the EZBFC. Wait a minute. EZBFBC. Before we continue, I would love to welcome in some of my great sponsors, in addition to, of course, my friends at Impact Power Sports. They are great. In Rockford, Michigan, there's an outstanding place to go called Pinball Land. All right, if you're like me, you're into retro arcade games, and that's what they do at Pinball Land. right in Rockford, Michigan. Wall-to-wall pinball, old school arcade games that you will love to play. You will get lost in the fun at Pinball Land. Pay $10 for an hour. Pay, I don't know how much. It's a little bit less for 2 hours. Or you can get an all-day pass. And, you're not like feeding quarters into the machine. You play as much as you want for that cost. Pinball-land.com. When you go to pinball-land.com, you can get a look at the current list of games that they have. In fact, this is a nice glimpse into what goes on there. Doesn't that look awesome? They even have that game called Dragon's Lair. Some of you old timers will remember Dragon's Lair. This is one of those dance games. Look at this lady. She's like 95 years old. She's loving this shit. These two guys, they're like, yeah, we love it. They're welcome to black people. And then all of these games, my God, racing games, wall-to-wall fun at Pinball Land. Pulp Fiction. What's the one I like? Taxi Cab. They've got the Rush pinball game. You can get a list of the games. Iron Maiden has a video game. Led Zeppelin video, not video game, pinball machine, I should say. This game, Vulcan, is not. It's like an old game that everything is mechanical. There's no computers in it. Everything is. They have those style of games too. Old school pinball games. A lot of fun at Pinball Land. Love them. Go to pinball-land.com. They're in Rockford, Michigan. Jeremy says Iron Maiden is one of the best new games out. Jeremy is like a pro at pinball. Him and the multi-talented twat go there from time to time. Badger says, is Trump too busy for you, or did you piss him off? No, Trump and I are close. All right. I'm a little lean today. I'm not going to lie. I don't have a ton more to report on, really. I'm going to update the Fat-a-thon. That's definitely worth our time. See how everybody is doing in there. But actually, let me hammer out a couple more of these sponsors. The way the show is laying today. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Buy now, refinance later at 231-332-6505. That's 231-332-6505. They can help you from any state in the union. They are here to help you. And just reach out to them, and they'll start to walk you through the pre-approval process with the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. You know, the idea here is you get approved for your mortgage before you start shopping for your home. Probably a good idea to get, like, let's say your budget is like, I don't know, $200,000. You get a pre-approved for a $200,000 mortgage. I think you're going to probably be the best looking for a home that's about 180, because they get into like bidding wars. So there you go. Thank you to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Once again, call up 231-332-6505 and mention your old pal EZ. All right, that is Act 1 of the podcast. Act 2 is available right after this one. Go check it out. What are you doing? Don't miss a second of it. Thank you so much.